Okay, bite windows. Bite windows are something that occurs in every lake across the country. And what it is, it's periods of the day that bass are more actively feeding than others. And this is a complex topic because there's no definitive answer to what I'm getting ready to tell you here. It's one of those mysteries in bass fishing that we can speculate on a little bit and we can make an educated guess based upon the success we have or don't have and the observation of the bass. But there is a lot of uncertainty behind what a bite window is. And if you fish enough, and especially if you fish like the same body of water a lot, say you spend 2 or 3 days a week fishing your favorite lake or something, and if you start fishing the same type of areas all the time, you will notice what I'm talking about as a bite window. Bite windows are when the fish are the most active, and then when they go through a lull, and then when they get active again. And let me give you a prime example of how bite windows change. One of the things I always tell my on the water lesson clients is when we go jerkbait fishing in the wintertime is I said, don't expect, to catch much early in the morning. I said, normally they start biting better 10:30, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock when that sun gets up and starts warming that water up a little bit. And more than likely it works. And then at different times of the year, based upon the water temperature and the water clarity, the same thing is true. Sometimes they bite better in the morning. Sometimes it's 10 in the afternoon, 10 in the morning. Sometimes it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The bite window is always changing. And the thing that affects the bite windows more than anything else is a combination of water clarity and water temperature. That is what dictates a bite window for the most part. And for the most part, the cleaner and the warmer the water is, your bite windows are going to be better early and late in the day. And as the water gets more dirty and a little bit more cooler, those bite windows are usually more in the middle of the day and everything in between. Those are two extremes with that. Now that usually holds true, but a lot of times you have to just sort of like fish through it and figure out what it is and how to take advantage of it here. So let's say, for example, that you have been fishing a lake quite a bit for 2 or 3 weeks, and you notice that you're getting out there at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you might catch a few. Then you notice, say, at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, they get a little bit active, and you start catching more fish. And then it gets slow, and then maybe it picks up again at 2:30 in the afternoon. It can be anything like that, or it could be like you get right off the bat in the morning, they bite. For the first hour, they're biting really good, then it gets tough. And then maybe they start biting late in the day. The bite window, there's no way that you can say this is what the bite window is. It is what it is. But here's the key, the whole key behind the video.